Hello, and thanks again for joining me on my YouTube channel, Chicago Weather Talk, part of my website, an offshoot of that, chicagoweathertalk.com. And today I'm talking about a forecast. I'm going to try to go into a little bit of a deeper discussion about what's coming up over the next 7 days, something that I haven't done yet, and I plan on doing this more frequently. I've been kind of caught up with some of the more topical weather events that have been going on. But today I'm going to focus on the next 7 days, starting with Saturday, March 21st, going all the way through next Friday. And that's my most current blog right there. And one of the websites I like to use is the College of DuPage website that has different forecast models laid out here in a very nice format, and it's very easy to interpret, to look at. You can get this information just about anywhere, but this is one of my preferences. I kind of have an affinity to this school, and I can get into that later on. I've worked with a professor there before, but this is what I was looking at as I looked at the forecast in the long term. So this is a forecast model, the GFS forecast model, the American model, looking ahead to next week. And I'm going to pause it, those blue and green areas, that's precipitation. I'm going to pause it right there. Looks like late Sunday, maybe into the early morning hours of Monday. Could get a little bit of rain or snow. It'll be cold enough. That 540 line right there is the one that delineates the rain snow line. So it's going to be very close to us. That'd be late Sunday into early Monday, not a big deal. We should dry out, looks like, for the early part of next week. And then we get another little shot of maybe some light precipitation around here sometime during the day on Thursday, light stuff. Another shot of it could be coming towards the end of next week, looks like. But again, primarily your next start of precipitation late Sunday into maybe the early morning hours on Monday. Then again, I overlooked this here. This is Tuesday and then Thursday. Just looking at primarily rain. Now, temperature-wise, we don't have a huge warm-up coming. We had 60 degrees, 64 yesterday. That was the tie for the second warmest day of the year so far. I think 67 was the warmest day of the year. We're going to have a wind off the lake. This is the forecast temperatures tomorrow. Notice those 30s near the lakeshore there tomorrow. It's going to be chilly with that wind coming in off the lake. And then it looks like temperatures will warm up a little bit towards Monday, back up to near 50. We're going to be flirting with 60 maybe towards the end of next week. You see it there well into the 50s Thursday. Another cold front comes through. If you're looking for 60s, the best chance over the next couple of weeks is probably going to be next weekend. This is for Sunday. I'm going to try to pause it right about there. And we're looking at, there it is, we're looking at maybe some 60s area wide. Now, the good news is longer range, if you're looking for some warmer temperatures, it's looking a little bit better. The bad news is as you go longer range, the forecast accuracy drops off. So keep that in mind. But this is the 8 to 14-day outlook, so the end of March into early April. And we're looking at the probability of temperatures being above average, the highest in the southeast, but we're included in that. Much of the eastern half, eastern two-thirds of the country, the west, a little bit cooler than average favor there. So that's good news for late March into early April. Looking even beyond that, we're talking long range here. This is the 3-month temperature outlook probability for April, May, and June. And we're looking at temperatures across most of the country. Forecast the probability of above average temperatures, especially along the East Coast, the South, and the Southwest. And then equal chances above or below average in the Northwest. So no part of the country, even Alaska, is favored for temperatures cooler than average during that period. Just about everybody favored for temperatures above average. So if you're looking for a warm-up, look to then. Unfortunately, not going to see it this weekend. A little bit cooler this weekend, it looks like, with high temperatures probably only in the 30s along the lakefront tomorrow. And away from the lakefront, maybe the low 40s. I've got my 7-day forecast outlined there in my blog. And one of the reasons why it's going to be so chilly is that temperature in Lake Michigan is awfully cold. It's in the 30s and 40s. But I'm looking forward to a hopefully earlier beach weather outlook than what we've normally seen around here. And the reason I'm optimistic is the ice cover in Lake Michigan a lot less now compared to last year. This is 5.2% of the Great Lakes covered with ice this year compared to at this time last year, almost 7 times that much. About 38% of the Great Lakes was covered with ice. So good news. I think we're going to be out on the beaches before too long, hopefully. But definitely a warm-up coming towards next weekend. And beyond that, at least a longer range outlook, we're looking for an even bigger warm-up, hopefully, as we get into the latter spring months. That's your forecast for now. Check back here often at either my website, chicagoweathertalk.com, or my YouTube channel. Take care.